Hello and welcome to the show. This is New Retirement Thinking. My name is Samay Zaki. I'm joined in studio by Walter van der Merwe. He is the CEO of Fed Group Life. Walter, thank you so much for joining us. Today we're chatting about the importance of saving and why sometimes it seems we just start too late. So let's kick it off. Walter, we start saving too late. Why is that?
I think it's the way we think about things. You know, we want instant gratification. We live for today. We don't think about the longer term. We all want to live forever, and we want to reach retirement. We've worked hard our entire lives, but it's so far away. It's so you know, retirement's for old people. The truth of it is, in order to have a good retirement, we need to start today.
And South Africans, we tend to have a culture of instant gratification, and it's probably an apt conversation to be having right now because December's right around the corner. So, all right, we'll get into that in a little while, but let's look at some of the financial pressure that we are facing, particularly in the current economic environment. What would your advice be to particularly those younger people that we're looking to address, to tell them, hey, you actually need to start doing this now and not 10 years later?
The big thing is that you need to start with something. So it's not about the quantum that you put away. Every month you need to put a small amount away for that long-term saving. So the sooner you start, the better. It's like a discipline. You know, the sooner you start with it, the better you'll be in the longer term.
But it's a hard discipline, though.
It is a very hard discipline. We want, like you said, instant gratification. We want everything today. But if you think about it, you know, time goes so quickly. And it makes it easier if you think about it that way, by saying, if I put something small away every month over the longer term, I'll get a bigger gain. And if we can start thinking that way, that's the advice I would say that we need to.
Also, is there not a failure by not only society, but also corporations to begin instilling this culture of savings into our youth? And I think maybe that's where we do need to be starting, instead of, you know, 10, 20 years into your work life when you start to consult, you know, a broker or a financial advisor.
Absolutely. I saw a caption the other day that if we took our savings as seriously as our selfies, how you know, we'll be better off. And a responsibility from a parenting point of view, and I know people don't want to hear that, but we lead by example. We as employers, we as parents, we as mentors, if we teach people the good habits, I believe they will adopt them. You know, we've applied it to our own lives, so the younger generation will understand that and they will adopt it.
Let's look at some strategies rather to help preserve your savings fund.
So to preserve it is not to spend. It's so easy to spend. That decision to purchase something or to spend the money is made so quickly. The time it takes to build up that saving takes a very, very long time. So if we think twice or even 3 times before we spend that money, we'll be so better off. You know, that's the way to preserve. Protect the money, protect your hard-earned money.
Do you think, I mean, I was speaking to a colleague the other day, and you know, they are of the view that one needs to have multiple retirement vehicles as opposed to a single one. So, you know, look at it as spreading your risk, if it were. What's your opinion on that?
I don't think that's a good thing. And the reason why I say that is the underlying cost of administering any retirement savings is essentially the same. And there is economies of scale. So the more savings is in one place, the cheaper it will be for me. If I spread it across different providers, I'm incurring additional costs across every provider. The risk part of it is where the money is invested. So providers invest in the same market. So I'm getting more of the same, if you know what I mean, in terms of where my money gets invested. I'm not spreading my risk.
Yeah. What about the argument that the tax benefits that one gets out of having 1, 2, maybe even 3 retirement annuities? So the argument there is you get a rebate from the one annuity, and you plow that into another one, and you know, you kind of create that chain. Have you heard that argument before?
I have, but the way it works, or the way it's applied, when you do your tax return to get the tax benefit of your retirement savings, everything is added together. It's not distinguished per retirement savings. All the retirement savings is added together to give you the best tax advantage. So again, it's a fallacy. There is no benefit in having more than one provider in terms of your retirement savings.
A fallacy, and one that the industry at large needs to address. Because you do get some advisors that are there peddling, hey, have a second retirement annuity because it's beneficial.
No, correct. Absolutely so.
All right. We will take a break. We'll be back right after this.